Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so we have three cards for you. We have ex-lover, memories, the past, old flame, nostalgic. Okay. This image, Cancer, it kind of reminds me of, or like the download that I'm receiving from it is kind of like someone picking up the broken pieces and wanting to mend something with you. Okay. We also have unexpected, surprise, unpredictable, shocking, unusual. So you could be receiving like a text message or maybe a phone call from an ex-lover and it kind of throws you off. Okay. Maybe this is not something that you expect. And then we also have fear, afraid, uneasy, suspicion, scared. Okay. So Cancer, it could be someone who has finally they have built some sort of courage, to come forward, or it's because we have the fear card at the end there, so it's making me feel like either they were fearing reaching out to you, or they're reaching out to you, you're receiving this message or phone call, but they're feeling uneasy about your response or how you will receive what they're about to tell you. Okay. Someone is definitely being reminded of you this week. I think that they're really missing you. Could be maybe looking at old pictures or old text messages, maybe just reliving past memories here, feeling very nostalgic, almost like that Six of Cups energy. And then we have unexpected, which is, again, surprise, unpredictable. And then we have fear. So there's something, I feel like I'm reading these two cards hand in hand. Cancer. So it could be that there is someone obviously who's reaching out to you, but there's either a fear of reaching out to you, but they're going to do it anyways, or they're fearing your response, or like I said, how you will receive what they want to tell you. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and clarify these energies. Alrighty. So we have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, split the deck and we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, this seems to be someone who feels like they're genuinely stuck on you. And with the Six of Wands, it does speak about wanting your attention. You may be in the public eye, Cancer, or this person just feels like you're someone who receives a lot of attention. That could be the case as well. But with the Eight of Swords and the Six of Wands, it's mainly someone who feels like I'm so stuck on Cancer, or I really want Cancer's attention. So definitely makes sense with your oracle cards there. Could be some sort of, shocking news, or just this person reaching out to you could be very shocking. So let's start off by seeing how they're currently viewing you. Okay. The Hermit. Cancer, they're viewing you as someone who is a bit silent at this time. This could speak of someone viewing you as currently being isolated, or they don't really know what you're up to, but they feel like you're very focused on yourself, or there's something that you're learning. Because when the Hermit comes up, guys, it could also speak about when you're going through a period of like self-discovery, or whether you're trying to figure out your purpose. Maybe it's just you're taking time to heal, but it has a lot to do with, gaining, some sort of insight. So like I said, whether it's finding your purpose, whether it's really understanding the bond, whether it's, understanding why things transpired the way that they did. They feel like you're learning a lot, but they're like really wanting to know what you're up to, because they feel like you're isolated. You're not really showing much. You're not really, maybe you're not, you guys have like mutual friends, for example. And this person feels like, well, Cancer doesn't really come to hang out with us anymore, or I don't really see Cancer where where I usually see Cancer. Like there's something about you kind of either changing your lifestyle or maybe even like limiting the things that you publicize here, because they're having a hard time putting a finger on what you're up to or how you're feeling, and they do feel like you're more self-focused at this time, or you're very focused on improving yourself. Okay. We do have the Five of Swords in the challenge position and the Ten of Wands. Seems to be someone who doesn't like the way that things ended between the both of you. So there's something about an ending that feels so heavy to them. So like, yeah, it could be the fact that, there was an ending and they're missing you. But how I'm receiving the download, Cancer, is the way that things ended is affecting them. Okay, so for some of you with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, it could be that there was like a conflict, and then it was like, if there was like a misunderstanding or a conflict here, they feel like you guys there was an ending, but you guys were upset with each other, and now they're thinking about the situation, except they're not angry anymore, or they're not feeling those impulse emotions, so there's some sort of regret. Right? So it's almost like they could be thinking about the last thing that they said to you, and they're like, well, I'm not even upset anymore, and I wish that in particular wasn't the last thing that I said to Cancer. There's some sort of conflict on their mind. And again, the ending is very conflicting for them because they still have many questions. Okay, very specific download. For some of you, this person did not expect things to end between the both of you. They may have thought that, you guys would be able to overcome an obstacle, or you guys would end up, whether figuring something out or speaking to each other again. But the fact that they're viewing you in the Hermit energy says a lot. It means they're viewing you as someone who has completely withdrawn your energy from the connection, and this is not something that they expected. You're handling this situation much differently than they're used to. So maybe in the past you would be more open to speak to this person, or you would be more open to finding a solution. But this time around, you kind of made a final decision of no more, or I'm just going to, focus on myself. So this is kind of like a shock factor for your person here. And I do see that they're feeling very, very conflicted about this ending. Okay, this person could also be specifically holding on to something that was said, and they could be kind of replaying that in their mind, whether it's something that you said to them or whether it's something that they said to you. But with the Ten of Wands, this ending is just feeling so burdensome for them. They're feeling very emotionally overwhelmed here. There is something that they're still carrying with them, like some sort of baggage or something they want to tell you, and they feel like they won't feel free until they tell you that very thing. Okay, guys? So the way that you're viewing them, Four of Wands. So you still have hopes for this connection, or you're viewing them as someone where you're willing to A, reconcile, or B, you're just viewing them as someone that you were in a higher level of commitment with, right? I'm going to clarify the energies when we get to your feelings here, but mainly what I see, guys, is like you do feel like you had high hopes for this connection. You do feel like this is someone where you weren't just, it wasn't like a one night stand, it wasn't just a fling. You were definitely thinking or creating long-term plans here. Okay, but I also feel like there's an energy of you feeling it was so difficult to be in a commitment, or there were constantly a lot of conflicts between the both of you, because we have the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands in the challenge position. So there is a desire for a commitment, or maybe you felt like, I was creating long-term plans with this person, but it seems that there were always some sort of obstacles in the way. Okay, and again, the first card that wanted to come out for you guys is ex-lover, and then we have the Four of Wands. So some of you, this is definitely like an individual that you were in a higher level of commitment with, okay? 4 days, 4 months, 4 weeks, something about four coming up here. Or maybe you're just seeing double or triple fours quite frequently as an angel number. And so what that means in numerology, guys, is some sort of structure or stability that is coming in for you, or something that you're feeling guided to focus on, right? Maybe this is the very thing that you're focused on in that Hermit energy. You're like, what do I want? Okay, if I want stability, what does stability mean to me? Or I want more of a firm foundation in my love life, or that's what I want to attract. So there's something about structure or stability that you are really focused on at this time, Cancer. Okay. In your feelings, we have the Fool card. Okay, and we also have the Sun card. Wow. There's some sort of a new beginning taking place for you, and you could be just focusing on the positive in your life right now. But the Fool card and the Sun card could also be wanting a new beginning, whether it's with this person or elsewhere. I just see some sort of a new beginning making you very happy. Okay. Now, this could be a Leo that you guys are involved with, but I also see that, again, there's a lot that is being illuminated to you at this time. For some of you, you're looking at this bond as if it made you happy in the beginning, but as time progressed, maybe there were other things that kind of unraveled and you were like, is this really what makes me happy? Because you're definitely in an introspective period right now, Cancer. We have the Ace of Swords, yeah, clarity, gaining some sort of clarity or truth. Sun card and the Ace of Swords could definitely be something coming to light, and more specifically, something that you were possibly confused about in the past, the Knight of Wands. For some of you, maybe it was fickle energy that was in the way. Maybe you're gaining clarity about the situation in terms of feeling like, yep, this is someone who was non-committal, but they definitely wanted to, be in my life, or they told me the right things, but they weren't able to follow through on the promises that they've made. Knight of Wands could also just be a card of like traveling or just like going out more, putting yourself out there. So that could be something that you're doing, especially with the Fool card and the Knight of Wands. And I will say you're attracting a lot of people right now, and you just look attractive at this time. So you may find that, you're at the grocery store, right? Picking up your items for dinner, and you're getting compliments, right? There could be with the Sun card, the Fool card, and the Knight of Wands, you could be doing something different. So maybe it's like, I don't know, you're adding something to your skincare routine. Maybe you've recently started being more consistent in the gym, or you're eating more whole foods. You're drinking more water. Something that you're doing, some sort of change that you're making, is really showing on your external appearance. Not to sound shallow, but you're very attractive at this time here, Cancer. So the Five of Swords is being clarified by the Page of Cups. And then we have the Temperance that is clarifying the Ten of Wands. So some of you, this could be a Sagittarius. Now, here's what I will say, guys. With the Page of Cups, this could be an energy of someone who has emotions for you, but there's a very unpredictable energy here. The second way that you can read the Page of Cups is the fish in his cup there, right, guys? It is symbolic for imagination. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is someone could kind of be thinking about you and thinking about the conflict and thinking about the ending, and maybe even wanting to make peace or wanting to turn the negative into something positive. But there's a question of, am I imagining the situation, or is this just my imagination playing tricks on me, or is this all in my mind kind of energy? I feel like this person has a question of, does this ending affect Cancer as much as it affects me? And even if it does, which it possibly could, they're just having a question about it, kind of like, is the reality of the situation the same as what's going on in my mind? I do see that, doubtful energy or questioning that. So with the Temperance clarifying the Ten of Wands, pretty much what I said, it does speak about alchemy. It does speak about, looking at the negative aspects of a bond and saying, how can this be something better? Or yes, we may be disagreeing on something, but how can we, even agree to disagree here? Because they want to make they want to be at peace with the situation. But like I said, there's something that they're still holding on to, something that they're carrying that they really want to tell you. And they feel like telling you that could almost free them from this feeling of, feeling very stuck, because we did see the Eight of Swords as we opened your spread here. So we have the King of Swords, okay, in their feelings. So someone who feels a lot more clear-headed about this situation, maybe something that they were not seeing clearly in the past, they're seeing it for what it is now. We also have the Six of Cups, and I did say I was sensing the Six of Cups energy with the ex-lover card there. So this is someone who's definitely feeling very nostalgic. They're missing you, Cancer. And they really want to return to you. I think that they have reconciliation on their mind, and they want to restore some sort of like innocence, or some sort of like, this could even be like a kind gesture, but it seems like they want things to go back to how they were, or there's some sort of innocence that they want to restore in this connection, is kind of how I'm receiving the download. So as much as this person's demeanor may be very assertive, very stoic, or a bit detached, behind that, with the Six of Cups energy, they miss you, Cancer. They miss you a lot. And I think that this week there's something in particular that could be reminding them of you, or they're getting constant signs here. Exactly, Queen of Cups, that's your energy, and the Two of Swords. So they definitely have emotions for you, but with the Two of Swords, they may also feel like there's something that they're not seeing clearly, A, or B, the Two of Swords could speak about denial, quite literally, where you're picking and choosing what you want to acknowledge here. So in their feelings, I do see that they're feeling deeply connected to you. They're missing you. They want to speak to you. They're seeing a situation much more clearly than they have, but there are still things that they're confused about. Makes sense because they're viewing you in the hermit energy. So this person may have some sort of questions for you, or they feel like they have it figured out in their mind, but then when they look at the reality of the situation and realize that they're not really receiving any sense of confirmation from you, that's where the confusion comes in. So this is why I was saying that their perception or the reality of the situation feels like it's different from what's going on in their mind. So that may be the reason why they're kind of questioning, is this all in my mind, or is, does Cancer still feel the same way, or is pretty much this, or like kind of like a question of, is my imagination playing tricks on me? So we have the King of Wands here, okay, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, this person definitely has their eye on you. They could have actually, there could have been some sort of maturing that has occurred, because we are going from the Knight of Wands energy to the King of Wands. So this person could feel like, yes, I was very fickle, but now I know what I want, or again, just feeling more clear-headed about the situation here. Nine of Pentacles just lets me know that they admire your independence. This person feels like right now or this week, you're really just focused on yourself. You're someone who's just like minding your own business, whether it's quite literally you run a business, right, Cancer, or it's just like you're just very focused on yourself. You're not really going out as often, or you're not really at the same places that you used to be. Like there's something that has changed in your lifestyle, but they feel like you're a lot more self-focused. Okay, this is someone who is like watching you pour into your own cup, and they're not used to it because it seems like you were overextending yourself in the past here. Okay, King of Wands is being clarified by the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Interesting. We have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. We have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. So what's standing out to me here is the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, right? So it's like, as much as this person may have a clear-eyed view about the situation, you're feeling the same way as well. What I see is someone who has a desire to, make peace with you. So this could be the reason why they're reaching out to you. But I think that there's a fear of how you will respond, because Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, guys, it's an energy, especially in the potential outcome, it's an energy of someone viewing you as, am I ready for what Cancer is going to say? Because now I'm not speaking to the Cancer that's fully invested in the situation with me. Instead, I'm speaking to Cancer who truly realizes their worth and who is entirely focused on their self. So their response may be different, and it may be something that triggers me. So I do see this fear of your response, and it's because not only are you feeling very fulfilled on your own with the Nine of Pentacles, you too also feel like you have gained clarity on this situation. So for some of you, you may be open for a conversation, but you're approaching it in more of like a realistic way here. Okay, so my wonderful Cancerians, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today, and thank you so much for your time.